All right, MMA Maniacs, it's time once again for your weekly MMA podcast called Split Decision, brought to you from the Ruloff Family Inc. studios. Bueller and Dodge back at it once again to bring you the MMA news, break down the fight cards, look at last week's fight.
It's fucking hot, Joey!
Tomorrow's fights, and of course, I actually watched Tough this week.
It's 102, dude.
Is that all? I thought it was going to be 105.
It's going to be 105.
Fire it up! Fire it up! Fire it up! Anybody who does not live in the Central Valley or anywhere else that does not have 105-degree weather right now, fuck you. All right. But thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, though.
I'm sweating just talking. That's also because I'm fat.
I can't even bat wing right now. It's like an elephant ear.
Wow.
It's bad. It's really bad.
Big thanks to our sponsors, of course, StrongboardBalance.com. Get on board. Change the way you work out. StrongboardBalance.com. This week's workout is...
Oh, my God. If the heat wasn't bad enough, I got this workout where I got to do... It's got a crazy to-body planking, right? There's not even no planking. I had to do like hitchhikers or what do you call those? Where
you stick your thumb out, that's it?
Huh?
Stick your thumb somewhere.
No, they're like where you lift your knees up, you know, it's like you're planking. Mountain climbers.
Mountain
So I had to do mountain climbers, right?
Mountain climbers,
and then these up downs, right? And then you got to pick the freaking board up and squat this thing over my head.
You hold it in front of you or over your head?
Both.
Yeah.
Goes out and then up.
Okay.
Yeah, and then back down for more mountain climbers. And this is like a 3-minute ritual. It's not fair, y'all. I don't know why I'm doing it.
I don't know.
You don't want to give up the board.
Yeah, you should,
Even if I gave you the board, you wouldn't do this shit.
maybe you'll,
right?
Maybe you'll get an ab out of it.
Yeah.
Just saying.
If I could just get one, I'll have a 1-pack.
Just one solid.
It's just one square. Like, it just looks like...
Just square with a belly button.
Yeah.
I don't know. Change the way you work out. Strongboard.com.
Find him on Instagram, too, for your chance to win your very own Strongboard as well.
I think Doots needs his own Instagram where we just watch him do these workouts.
I agree with that. I agree with that 100%.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me, too. We're going to go live right now, too.
And then Strongboard could regram.
Right?
You know what it is? Yeah, regram. Are you going to do Facebook Live?
I'm going to try Facebook Live.
Your phone's behind your pen.
That's not what I'm looking for.
Is that? How are you going to go
All
Facebook
right.
Live without
You are. This is what you're looking for. Tell me that's not what you're looking for.
Shut up.
Your phone's behind your pen. I'm not looking for my phone.
I'm not looking for my phone.
So carry on.
You know what the fuck we're doing anymore. Also, mymmanews.com. Place for you to go if you want to get breaking MMA news, because like we said, we do this once a week. We try to cram as much news in it as we can, though. Find us on basically anywhere podcasts, our broadcasts, as well as our website, splitdecisionmma.com, which I fucking have to renew again. And
Isn't it like a year thing? Like, what did you do like once a month at a time?
I thought I did it for 2 years, but apparently I didn't. I don't know, man. Also, Split Decision MMA Podcast on Facebook and SD_MMA on Twitter and Instagram. With all that said and done, let's talk retirement.
I bet if it was connected to your Pornhub, it'd be updated
Every 30 seconds? Just refreshes?
I don't have a membership to any of that, man.
Just refreshes?
Free porn or nothing. I'll take the 30-second clips. It's fine. I'll be done by the time it's over.
Oh, shit.
Only 15 anyway. Spend more time looking for it.
Well, of course. That's how it works. You got to find the perfect clip, and then you finish. It's the way of the world. James Huna going to retire after 20 years in combat sports. So we're not going to see any more New Zealand cards, huh?
No. Or Australian cards.
Or Australian cards.
No more Funky Robot.
Damn.
Remember he came out? Or he did the Men in Black. Remember he did the Men in Black?
Yeah.
Entrance?
20 years, huh?
Yeah.
What did he start in?
I don't know.
All right.
Somewhere.
Just move on.
Just move on. Don't even look it up.
Just move on.
Don't care about James
20
Huna?
years in combat sports. Nah, man, he was a great heavyweight. He was fun to watch. He was a heavy hitter.
It's entertaining, yeah.
Yeah, he was always down for the fight.
I'm going to look it up anyway.
You're going to look it up?
You can move on to the next story.
Okay, all right then. We have it officially named that Stipe Miocic is going up against Overeem at UFC 203. That's happening in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yep.
In Cleveland.
In Cleveland. Of course, you know, Stipe Miocic, the first person to ever bring a championship back to Cleveland. Talked to somebody the other day who lives in Cleveland. And he knows his name, Stipe Miocic, now, but he didn't know what he did or what kind of championship he brought back. So I had to educate him real quick. Cool fight, though, for Overeem, man.
Yeah, finally getting his title shot.
So we're not going to no immediate rematch for the.
Do you think he deserves an immediate rematch?
Well, no.
After the way he lost?
No, I don't necessarily think so. But it's like one of those things where we set a standard: either we do immediate rematches or we don't.
There really?
Yes.
Like we have to have a.
It has to be black and white.
Book it. You got knocked the fuck out. No immediate rematch. You lost a decision. Rematch.
Yeah, you got caught.
No rematch.
I think if you got caught, I mean, if you're gonna get a rematch, then you get a rematch. If you got caught like Jose Aldo did,
Unconscious.
yeah, give him another chance. Anybody can get caught.
I don't know how I feel about that.
No.
Oh, you get caught in the second round.
There you go.
All right. There's no perfect
No,
solution.
caught in the second round, no rematch. Caught in the first round, like first 30 seconds, it's like, okay, it was a fluke.
It's a fluke.
Rematch?
These are the new rules. Yes.
Is that how you feel?
That's how I feel.
Fluke is a fishing lure.
Is it?
Yep.
Thought it was a
to know.
I
fish.
thought that was a parasite.
I thought it was a fish.
Are you looking up? What are you
Yeah,
looking
what
up
did
now?
James Huna do before he was in the UFC? He fought at Cage Fighting Championship.
So he's just always been a mixed martial artist. It's not like he started at K1 and did kickboxing or something like that. Okay.
No.
Good to know. All right. I was just curious, man.
Well, now you know.
Now knowing's
No
half the
one's-
battle.
yeah.
G.I. Joe, man.
Yeah,
Bellator is facing another. Pork chop sandwiches. Bellator's.
Kid, I'm a computer.
Holy shit, the house is on fire. Get the fuck out of here. Bellator's getting. Nobody
5
knows
seconds.
what we're talking about.
5-second clip.
Unless you went to E-Bombs World 10 years ago, you have no idea what we're talking about. Bellator has another lawsuit against them. Of course, we talked about the James Dean one. Now they're getting sued for wrongful termination.
Yeah.
Former Bellator MMA employee Zachary Light filed a lawsuit in LA Superior Court against the former parent company Viacom as well.
Yeah, so this is pretty interesting. He's alleging a lot of things.
Okay.
Alleging. We're going to say alleging a lot of things. He is claiming that at Bellator 126, he claims Ryan Martinez submitted a blood and eye medicals that were admittedly forged. He said at Bellator 131, he claimed that a number of fighters on the card had submitted California state-required medicals done by Adam Rendon, who is not a licensed physician and is also in violation of Business and Professions Code.
All right.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. He says that Scott Coker and his employees rebuffed these reports and told him he basically just needs to mind his own business and do what he's told. So
was he looking for some kind of financial compensation then?
I don't quite know yet.
Does he just want Bellator to get in trouble?
I think he just wants Bellator to get in trouble. I think it's...
Why does everybody want Bellator to get in trouble, man?
Why not?
People picking on Bellator is messed up.
Check it out.
I want to see how bad he lost. Let's see if we can look this up. Nope, not even. Can't even.
Zachary Levy? No?
Can't even.
He has no Wikipedia page.
No
So he's a fighter who got cut.
Yeah.
And he's citing wrongful termination like that.
Yep.
With the company, first off, it's a volatile industry, and if you don't perform, you're not going to keep your job. Second, it's California where you can get fucking fired for anything.
Right.
What a waste of time. Seriously, waste of time. That is a very sad boy who just like taking his ball and going home. Fuck you guys.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's
you
what
guys,
that
I'm
is.
suing.
Yeah. Moving on from there, we got Caceres versus Miller at UFC 199 with
Yeah.
out.
So Bruce Leroy taking BJ Penn's spot, going up against Cole Miller, UFC 199. That's going down tomorrow.
That could be a fun fight, man.
You really think so?
Just because they're both lanky guys.
Okay.
You know, Cole
Obviously-
Miller's got some stand up, but his BJJ's where.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. I think Cole Miller as BJJ is definitely going to be where the fight's going to take place. And I'm going to pick him when we get to the decision. I'm definitely going to pick him to win that
over
fight.
Caceres. And how late a notice is it for Caceres?
When did BJ Penn get pulled out?
Oh, so he stepped in when BJ Penn got pulled out.
Yes.
I mean, now I'm just saying, like, they're both lanky guys. Caceres' stand up has actually improved quite a bit. He actually has some ground game. Now, I'm not going to say that Miller won't rip his arm off given the opportunity, but I think it could be an entertaining fight. Because they're both high energy guys.
Yeah.
You know, so cool. Good for them.
So BJ Penn, remember we talked about how he got pulled out because he was use of an IV,
Right.
which is illegal due to the USADA standards that the UFC follows. He said he was at a doctor's meeting and there was he was not feeling well. He needed an antioxidant. The antioxidant they chose was glutathione. Right? Glutathione.
You're not pointing at that screen. You're pointing at your screen. Right. Oh, there it is.
Glutathione, right?
Yeah.
Which should be done intravenously. He said, look, I have to check the banned substances list. They went through the whole list. They said it's not on the list. You'll be fine. Said, go ahead and do it then. And then come to find out, well, you're not supposed to have IVs. He goes, I was so focused on the banned substance list
Right.
that I did not really think about the IV. The only thing I thought the IV had to do with was not before or after, immediately on weigh-ins. So,
Right, for rehydration.
For rehydration. He did not realize that it was not to be used at all, because what fighters are using it allegedly for is for blood doping, is what we've talked about, how they're using basically to pump out anything that they've been adding to their system before they get tested.
With some fresh blood. Is that how it works?
Yeah. And so he says, that's why. But he admitted it when they went to do his testing. So
Sounds like an honest mistake.
Seems like it was honest mistake.
Especially from a guy who was very against IVs from the get-go. But this is what the doctor said. The only way you can have this medicine is through an IV.
Right.
Which sucks especially because it seems like it's one of those things where if they looked at it and were like, well, this doesn't fall under the rules that we were trying to make sure weren't getting violated. I mean, this is just an antioxidant that he needed for whatever. For
health reasons, yeah.
Glutathione or whatever the hell it's called. But, I mean, it is what it is now. Hopefully he can actually come back and fight, though, since he seemed really ready to do it.
Yeah, I like to see. Everybody wants to see a good BJ.
Always. Never fast forward to a good BJ.
Is there such thing as a bad BJ?
Yes.
We've all seen a bad BJ. We've definitely all seen a bad BJ. What else is happening?
So this is also going down with the IV situation.
Oh, the loophole.
Nevada State Athletic Commission does not follow the World Anti-Doping Agency's standards. They have their own set of standards. They're looking now to combine them and use.
That's what I don't understand then, because the fight's going down in Nevada, right?
Yes.
So why did BJ Penn have to pull out then?
They use again, the UFC says you have to follow the USADA
For
rules.
both.
For both. And the Nevada State Athletic Commission. The Nevada State Athletic Commission does not have standards right now where IV is banned.
Okay.
But the USADA and the World Anti-Doping Agency do, which is what the UFC follows. So he fell under that category. That's why he cannot, even though Nevada says it's perfectly okay.
All right.
So Nevada is now looking at changing their standards to match.
Is that like a poophole loophole?
Yes.
Got it.
Done.
All right.
Fight Pass, getting a new series. Where are they now?
Oh, God.
How many times have we asked, where are they now? Is this guy still alive? My question always, anytime anybody mentions somebody, he's still alive? So we will know. We will find out if anybody's still alive now.
That terrifies me.
Some guys that are still alive and going to be on the show. Bobby Southworth.
All right, big Bobby Southworth.
Luke Kumo.
Uh-huh.
Noah Einhofer. Hoffer, wasn't that the guy who quit, right? Because his girlfriend left him?
Maybe.
Tate Fletcher. Remember Tate Fletcher?
Yeah, I do. I do vaguely.
Den Thomas.
Of course, Den Thomas.
And Shoney Carter.
Shoney Carter's still alive, though? That kind of amazes me.
He's living around in Chicago with his hats and his suits and stuff.
Yeah, his big pimp coat.
He keeps trying to get on a UFC card. Every time they come to Chicago, he's like, let me fight, man. Let me fight.
This guy's like 54 years old. That's awesome, though. So the first episode has already debuted?
Yeah, May 26th. You can catch it up. They're doing 6 episode seasons. Find out who said, I had it all and I lost it all.
Are they all like in a house together?
No.
Huh.
It's just like a where are they now? They just sit down with them and talk.
Oh, it's like a 30-minute episode.
Yeah, it's like a 30 for 30. Where are they now?
I want to find out who was the guy who was on the show that had the bouncy eyes. I want to know where he's at now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck happened to that dude? What happened to the guy from season 1 that was pretending to be gay to get in the heads of everybody else?
Lodenson Cade. We actually had an opportunity to talk to him. Remember?
Yeah, but I want to see where he's at.
And I think they canceled the interview.
Yeah,
something weird happened.
Dude put all of his shit in storage and then went on the Ultimate Fighter because he was like, "This is it. It's all or nothing." And then on day 1 in the house, he kept dropping his potassium, wearing some panties and bending over.
It was a man thong.
A man thong.
It was a man thong.
Oh, I dropped my potassium. He'd walk over and bend over right in front of you. And he said later he was just doing it to see if he could get in the head of people. He seemed like he had a genuinely nice personality. So it was like you kind of were rooting for the guy. And that's back in the day when you lost, they kicked you out of the house.
Yeah, you had to go live in the resort house.
Yeah. So I mean,
someone did a whole big thing on the Canadian guy. Remember the Canadian guy?
He got his pillow pissed on. Yeah.
Yeah, they did a big whole where is he now? And apparently his life went in the shitter.
Are you serious?
After the show, everyone picked on him. He ended up getting harassed constantly.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, it was really, really bad. So he lives with his parents now and works, has a huge beard.
Serious anxiety problems.
Yeah, lots and lots of issues.
You would think back then with season 1, the show wasn't big enough for it to really affect their life, but I guess that's crazy, man.
There's Mikey Burnett. That was the guy who had the eyes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The little twitch. That was scary.
Very cool. He got it from getting his ass beat.
It was scary.
Yeah.
And I think running through the wall didn't help.
No, of course not. What do they call it? Vertical nystagmus or some shit like that? I don't know. Rothwell versus Werdum is set for UFC 203 as well. This is going down in Cleveland, like we said earlier.
Yeah. You excited about that fight?
That's
Big
kind
Ben.
of cool.
I like that fight.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, this is how Werdum gets his shot back at the title. Then,
I could see that. Yeah.
so if Werdum beats Ben, then he gets to go against whoever has the belt at that point.
You think Ben wins? He gets title shot?
I think possibly. How many wins is he on by now?
He's riding a pretty good streak. I thought
he's doing all right. Big Ben Rothwell. I mean, he was an IFL.
Oh, that's right. He did just lose to Dos Santos, though.
Oh, okay.
He did just lose to Dos Santos.
He was the IFL champ for a while. He's got a dangerous right high kick that he just doesn't let go anymore.
Yeah.
He's always fun to watch in the ring. I'm always praying, like, please.
Let it go.
Please let the leg go,
looking
man.
for that kick.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
He was riding a 4-fight win streak before he got decisioned by Junior Dos Santos.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was doing good too. Really, really good.
No, I like the matchup. It's a good matchup.
What else do we got? Bob Merowitz is going to be added to the contributors wing of the UFC Hall of Fame,
Cool.
Fan Expo, July 10th. He is the co-founder of the UFC, the original UFC incarnation.
Oh, okay.
So good for Bob Merowitz.
It's cool, man. Can we ask whoever runs mixedmartialarts.com to get a new advertisement on the sidebar over there instead of the chick with the cat jumping on her towel head, please?
No,
Please.
I think these guys use a cheaper server, or whatever they put their website up on. So they're not even in control of any.
Oh,
of
it's just automatically
Yeah,
generated.
it's just
Yeah.
automatic generated.
One of those services. Gotcha. Okay.
So some news you were very excited about.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to say I'm excited about it, but I can almost taste that $10 now. Ronda Rousey
I'm going to
went.
taste it when I rub my balls on it.
I'm just going to come and spend it in your restaurant anyway. Apparently, Ronda Rousey went and had surgery on her leg.
On her knee.
Was it minor knee surgery?
Yeah. She said she's had some scarring and stuff like that since back in her judo days that she wanted to get taken care of anyway. In fact, she was saying this, I think, before the home fight, that she was going to take time out before or after the fight anyway to get it basically scraped out and cleaned up and allow her to be training better.
So now she uses it as an excuse to not fight at the November card, which is where everybody.
She's already sitting back. Might as well get it done.
I guess. I guess, man. And now they're saying it's possible she'll be on the New Year's Eve card that welcomes us into 2017 or 2017. But I'm still saying she's not coming back. People on the Reddit thread also were talking about Ronda. Apparently, all her movies that were coming up are like pretty much scrapped.
Well, yeah. I remember we talked to a friend of ours that had said that a lot of the movies, like, but she did get that 3-movie Lifetime deal.
Yeah, and that's the only thing that's still around. Like, she was in, I forget the name of it, but one of the 3 movies.
She was in that the new Bud Light commercial.
Yeah.
Right. They rewrote one of her parts in the movie that she's going to be in, where she was going to be the lead. They
Now she's
rewrote
somebody
it.
else.
It's like a really small part now. Do Nothing Bitches has been shelved indefinitely, and then the
Which was the life story?
no, that was just a comedy with her and Tina Fey.
Oh, okay.
And then what was it? The Roadhouse, the remake for Roadhouse, 0 funding. Nobody wants to get behind it. So pretty much everything. The acting stuff. So
I
people,
didn't really need to see it anyway, but
yeah, but people who were saying, well, the movies are holding
was-
back from training. Well, the
wasn't it
movies
gonna
are
be-
not there now.
wasn't it going to be direct to DVD anyway?
Probably, yeah, most likely. I'm not going to go see that on a big screen, dude.
No.
I don't think I would have seen the original Roadhouse on a big screen.
No. I don't know. The 80s at the time, maybe.
Yeah, that was kind of a big movie for them.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of torn ACLs, MCLs, NCLs, JBLs, I don't know what else.
I love their surround sound system.
We had the big press conference, of course, with Rockhold, or Cockhold, as Bisping calls him, and Bisping. And apparently, from what I read online, I didn't see this, but it seems like what happened here was that Bisping was goading him so hard on, like, was winning the verbal exchanges pretty much, that Rockhold kind of got frustrated and happened to let it slip that he's been dealing with a knee injury. That's the way I read it online. I don't know.
What I think is funny is that, to me, it's Rockhold gives no fucks. We interviewed him. I don't know if you guys have listened to the interview yet. If you haven't, go listen to it on our SoundCloud page.
It's
on
a
all of our
fun
pages,
interview,
right?
too.
Dennis?
What?
It's been loaded up to all of the pages?
Everything but the site, and it'll be up on the site today with this show.
Go listen to that. The dude gives no fucks. And I've
Doesn't.
seen
He
this
really
before.
doesn't.
I've seen interviews with him before, and he seems like he gives no fucks. Follow him on Instagram. He looks like he gives no fucks. He is living the Wolf of Wall Street fucking dream. He sits there in his pink shirt with his fucking sunglasses and just chilling on a beach giving no fucks. And he will say whatever he wants about whoever he wants. And I feel like, and when we talk to him, he would say, some of the stuff he says is funny. He gets on your nerves. He's like, but I just let it go. Just let him talk. It's let him sell the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And so it seems like he's trying to play the cool guy act where I'm, go ahead, talk shit. Just go ahead, keep going. It's funny. Yeah, whatever. He's like the only, and then he just turns around and says, it's your destiny to get the title. It's your destiny. It's your destiny to be my little bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only reason you have this title.
Yeah, I like the insight. I never really thought of it the way that, like, until he said, I want who's going to help me sell a card.
Yeah.
And I never even thought of that. And then it's funny, after he says that, I'm reading today, Dominick Cruz's response to Cody No Love is, why don't you get a few more fights under your belt so we can both sell a good card?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't feel at this point that Cody No Love can help him sell a card.
pay-per-view. Yeah.
Right.
He's like, I don't have to do extra press shit for you.
And it's funny, until Rockhold says it yesterday in our interview, I never even thought of it that way. Like, you guys kept asking him, well, who's the better fight? So I'm thinking, who's he going to want to make contact with?
Right.
He don't give a shit. He wants whoever's going to help him sell pay-per-views.
Get the money.
Right.
Yep.
Want a good insight on that? The Esquire interview with Nate Diaz goes over all that in detail. I read it today. It's really good. Yeah. He's
First time he's been in an in-print interview, right? Or in like a major magazine that's outside of MMA?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And he's talking, his big thing right now is selling fights. Nate's not even looking for a belt. He's just looking for money, just like Connor is. Like, this is the next era of mixed martial arts is going to be the mouth.
So you still think it's like you said, he's asking for more than McGregor so that at some point they try to give him even?
Yeah. That's how I feel. I feel like he's looking for the money fight. He's like, you're going to give this guy $10 million, but you're only going to offer me $5 million. Why?
Yeah.
I just beat this guy's ass.
Yeah.
He should make more.
Give me the money. Give me his 10 to make him make 5 now because he lost.
Right.
Like, I mean, to me, that's how I see it.
And it's the trash talk between the two of them that makes the fight.
And that's it. He goes, I'm going to sell the fight. I'm going to sell the fight.
And at some point, he has to tell him, go get me some coffee.
Yeah.
Agreed at the press conference.
Yeah.
Henderson.
Last little bit of news. This is Dan Henderson will be taking on Hector Lombard at UFC 189 tomorrow. This is his last fight on his contract. He has not re-signed. He is fighting out. They say that he could retire after this fight. Or, I mean, it is possible he could go somewhere else, or he could re-sign.
Another quote from him recently was, he will consider retirement if Dana offers him a better job.
There you go.
So he could be the greeter with Chuck.
Take Chuck's job?
No, isn't it rumored that Chuck's going to be the next coach of Brazil?
Yeah, he is. Him and Forrest Griffin. Remember we talked about that. Tough for Brazil is Forrest Griffin and Chuck Liddell, who are not going to fight, who are both retired.
Makes no sense.
That's Dr. Forrest Griffin.
That's true.
We got his doctorate?
We talked about that when we interviewed him.
I don't remember any of that shit, man.
He said he's not, but he flunked out of medical school. So he is.
So technically he is.
Yeah.
Technically he is. Did you guys get a chance to watch the fights this weekend? I caught them on replay because I was busy this weekend.
Me too. I recorded them, but I went back and watched them. You were busy this weekend. You were baked out of your fucking mind. You ever try to watch fights that baked?
No. No.
Then you would be Dwayne.
How'd you be Dwayne Ludwig? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be the greatest coach alive.
You'd have it on pause and wouldn't realize it.
Why is he not hitting him?
Why are they standing him up, man? What the fuck?
If you get really high, you'd have pause too.
Depends on the weed you get.
So
Do you have the antlers right now?
yeah.
What's the craziest strain of weed that you heard of?
Out there?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Name wise.
I don't know. A lot of dabbers out there, which scares the shit out of me.
Alabama shatter.
Oh, all kinds of shatter.
Brain
Kinds of
clatter
stick.
chatter.
Yeah, there's a lot. Which there's not as far as like crazy names. To be honest, there's a lot of people claiming they had OG Kush. A lot.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Alaskan Thunderfuck.
That's not even around anymore, Joey.
Well, that's how long ago I smoked
that
weed,
or
man.
White Widow. There's no
Yeah.
more White Widow.
Why not?
They just don't have it, man.
of course, there's Trainwreck, there's Trip 6, there's all kinds of shit out there, man.
Crazy.
Why OG Kush? Why is that a big deal?
That's what everybody wants.
Because it's classic.
It's classic.
Well, how come that's still around Alaskan Thunderfuck? Bullshit, man. Kicking off your UFC fight night card, was it 88? We had the preliminary card on Fight Pass with Adam Milstead TKOing Chris De La Rocha, and then Brian Caraway squeaking out a split decision over Aljamain Sterling.
Tate.
Mr. Tate, he talked shit to his haters after the fight was over.
Gets a split decision.
And now he wants a title shot.
Now he wants a title shot.
Shut up.
Bro, stay on Fight Pass.
Aljamain Sterling just re-signed with the UFC when he was undefeated, and he gets beat by Mr. Tate. That kind of
With a
sucks.
split decision,
And
though.
and
Did he get beat?
Yeah, because he wouldn't let it go to the judges. He did get beat.
All right.
You
beat-
can't
he
show up
beat
with a big
himself.
fat gold chain and let it go to the judges.
He beat himself. He said the only reason that Brian Caraway didn't tap to his submission, which was a Nelson, by the way, didn't tap to his submission, is because Brian Caraway is not in good shape and he could outlast. Basically, Aljamain Sterling's muscles got exhausted before Brian Caraway's flabby body did.
That is a horrible excuse.
That's his excuse.
That's almost as bad as McGregor telling everybody right now, oh, for 8 minutes I beat the crap out of him.
Right? And it was easy.
It was easy.
Is he saying that?
Yes.
Oh, dude.
That's his latest I need to be in the news statement to anybody.
O Trolio,
Dude,
where art thou?
Nate,
O
Nate is
Trolio.
really in his head, huh?
Oh,
yeah.
it's bad.
Yeah. Going from there onto your Fox Sports
Like
One
John
prelim
Jones
card.
said about DC, I'm balls deep in his head.
And that's fucking accurate
So
too,
that's
man.
so he's skull fucking him.
Did you see DC's new punching bag? It's a picture of Jones.
Yeah.
Did you see how weird like he rubbed it?
Yeah.
That was weird.
It was creepy.
balls deep in his head. He ain't lying, man. Eric Coach gets a submission, rear naked choke over Shane Campbell in round 2.
Good job, Eric Coach. Work your way back up, buddy.
It looked good too. Jake Collier up against Alberto Uda. TKO.
I like this. This was awesome.
This was a good fight, man. Jake Collier really took it to him and ended up getting that TKO win in the second round at a minute 6. It was an enjoyable fight to watch. Abel Trujillo up against Jordan Rinaldi. This was a unanimous decision. Abel looked good. Sarah McMahon also looked really good over
Man,
Jessica
she
Eye.
looked good.
Yeah, it was.
What happened to I?
I know. I was really disappointed in Jessica.
They got sealed shut. That's what happened.
Yeah,
bad.
she was looking a lot better than in the previous fights that she was having.
Sarah McMahon just made her look like she was on a different level.
Good. I hope she comes back and can actually prove herself to be a contender.
Right.
She took that fight on short notice and dropped 8 spots in the rankings.
Right. Moving on to your main card, which is also on Fox Sports 1, you had Paul Felder take out Josh Berkman, which was a bummer for me. I was hoping Berkman was going to win.
Did you? I mean, did you see it unanimous? I don't know about the second
Season 2 Ultimate Fighter. Isn't Josh Berkman season 2?
Sounds about right. I always get him mixed up.
Tough 2. Bam.
I always
Yeah.
get him mixed up. When I see the name on paper, I realize what was messing me
But
up.
I think the second round he might have had. I don't know.
I was hoping Berkman was going to win that fight, but he didn't. Paul Felder, definitely the better fighter on that one. George Masvidal, also someone I thought was going to win, but he
Man.
loses a split decision to Lorenz Larkin.
I think Lorenz Larkin just controlled the fight a little bit better.
Yeah, I agree
I
with that.
like George Masvidal, and I think he was definitely taking it to him in the first round. Definitely take it to him in the first round.
Yeah.
And in Decision Fest 2016 continues. Chris Camozzi getting a decision over Vitor Miranda.
Good for Kamosi. That's all.
Yeah, that's all I can say.
Story looked really good against Tariq Safdie.
He
with
did.
this decision. Was surprised. I thought Tariq was going to have
His
that
leg
fight.
was tore up.
Yes.
Dear God, his leg was tore up.
So you get a big winner there for Rick Story. And Stevens as well, looking good in his fight against Hayden Barrow. Hayden Barrow, man,
What the fuck happened to him?
I don't know. He won.
He was
I think that's what happened. He won the belt and just had forgot what to do.
Yeah, I don't.
that bathtub did a number on him, man.
For me, I just didn't feel.
That bathtub did a number. He has not been the same.
That's his worst loss on his record.
I
is
don't,
that
as
bad
bad
fight.
as he looked, and then Stevens couldn't finish him.
Maybe Stevens.
I don't know.
Or do you think? Okay, Barrow looked bad, or Stevens looked good?
Barrow
Yes.
looked bad, and then Stevens couldn't finish him. So you put it however you want.
That's a solid point though, because Barrow did look really bad.
he looked horrible.
Like Little Heathens back in the day would have put that away.
That's what I think.
That,
too.
yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. I really thought by the end of the second this thing was going to be over, and somehow
He squeaked it through to the
Yeah.
next 3 rounds.
And in the someone's O must go fight, your alpha male that was 8-0 up against the guy who was 22-0 goes to 253 the first round with Cody No Love Garbrandt getting a KO win over Almeida. Just
And
insane.
has blown up on social media like he's the next great big thing that should be getting a title shot, his own TV series, his own belt, his own sponsorship. He should start his own gym. He's going to be he's supposedly the next. He's bigger than Conor McGregor.
Are all those from
hopefully,
my girlfriend?
I hope that all these McGregor nut huggers
Switch to Cody
switch to Gambrandt's nuts, and then help him grow.
He's
Were
good.
all those from your girlfriend?
Yeah, well, that's like I told her what I said on the podcast, and so we're watching the fight later on that night, and the main event comes on. She's on her fucking iPad or whatever. She looks up every once in a while, and she goes, "Oh, this is the guy. This is the guy you were talking about," and settles in to watch. And I'm like,
Yeah.
"God damn it, get you a towel."
Because remember, these are the same people that were hugging Northcutt's nuts.
Uh huh.
Everybody wants a big white hype, I think, or a middle white hype. I don't
That's
know.
a light white hype.
A light white hype.
And of course, this weekend it is UFC 199. It's going down. We're getting so close to 200. I'm so excited.
It's actually a pretty stacked card for 199.
They stacked up 98, 99, and 200, man. I mean, they're all.
Like I said, 98 was UFC 200 Brazil. That's what I feel like.
That's very true.
99's like, who can't we cram on UFC 200?
And so is 201 because that's where we have.
Yeah.
Don't we, like that the welterweight title?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And we're looking at 3 days of fights actually going into 200.
you get the fight night, too.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Well, if you no, Ultimate Fighter should be over by then, right?
No, it's going to be the Ultimate Fighter finale.
Finale.
So is
A
there a
fight
show?
night.
But is there a show on Wednesday? And then
Probably.
yeah, crazy. All right, so jumping into the fight card here, it's going to be a great stack night of fights. Make sure you pay attention everywhere you can. If you don't have Fight Pass, might be worth getting it, man. Polo Reyes going up against Dong Hung Kim is going to kick off your night. Can never bet against Dong. Always betting against Kevin Casey, though. Even though he's going up against Elvis Multipass.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Multipass. I hope Multipass wins this one a lot, but Kevin Casey is a clickable name, whereas Multipass is not. So, no, it's a rough one, man. Fucking Kevin Casey. Jonathan Wilson up against Luis Enrique da Silva. And then Sean Strickland up against Tom Breeze will round out your Fight Pass card. So jumping on to Fox Sports 1 here, you got Cole Miller up against Bruce Leroy, Alex Caceres.
I want to know where this fight would have landed had BJ Penn been in this fight. Main card?
No.
Well, we have on the main card?
Or your main event for Fox Sports 1.
No, it would have been the first fight on. It would have been the
Bobby
main
Green
fight on Fight Pass.
No.
With BJ Penn?
Yeah.
No way.
Come on.
No way.
I don't know.
Main event on Fox Sports 1 or at least in the
I don't think
on the
it
main
would.
card.
I don't think it would have been free. That's why I'm saying it's not on Fox Sports 1, and I don't think they would have put it on pay-per-view. I think it would have been the number one fight on Fight Pass where you had to pay for it.
I think it would have been where Dustin Poirier and Bobby Green are.
Yeah, like I said, either that or Clay Guida, Brian Ortega. I think it possibly would have been that fight. But it been, like I said, the main event for the Fox Sports card to be like, hey, buy the pay-per-view. There's like 5 more fights that are awesome.
Right. But I can see what you're saying with them pushing Fight Pass.
Right.
I just don't think BJ Penn fights on Fight Pass.
No.
Like,
I don't think BJ Penn's fighting.
this is a good point.
Right?
I mean,
Right.
yes.
Right.
You're not wrong.
So Cole Miller or Bruce Leroy?
I got to go with Cole Miller here, man.
Yeah, I'm going to take Cole Miller.
It's
as well.
just that
I'm taking Caceres.
Yeah,
Can't believe you guys
Bruce
are going
Leroy.
against Bruce Leroy.
Well, dude, his stand-up is great. His submission is
Its
not.
stand-up is awkward.
Yeah, but Cole Miller's not ready for him.
Cole Miller's good.
Cole Miller's ready for BJ
He's
Penn.
fine.
Yeah, a fat, slow BJ Penn.
No, this is a thin, small BJ Penn.
Yeah.
This is good BJ, not bad BJ.
Whatever. Last BJ I seen just sat there stiff.
Yeah,
like
that
a
was
wet
bad
rag.
BJ. That was really bad BJ.
That was, why am I trying to make 145 when I naturally fight at 180?
Pretty much.
Because I'm a servant Hawaiian.
Jessica
of poking.
Panay going up against, good stuff. Up against Jessica Andrade. So Jessica versus Jessica. Does one of them have to give up their name if they lose?
Isn't that the ring girl?
What? No.
Oh. That's a whole nother Andrade.
I think I'll take Penne,
Yeah, I'm going to go with the pasta as well.
who says that she will only fight Miesha Tate if it's for the belt. Remember, that's her. Oh, no, that's Pena. Sorry, my bad.
that Pena?
Yep.
Damn it.
Pena says that she will only fight Miesha for the belt.
So she won't fight Miesha if Miesha doesn't have the belt?
Nope.
All right. Good. What if that's the contender match?
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
Benil Dariush going up against James Vick.
I got to do Darush. Darush.
Yeah. Darush. I'll have to go Darush here as well. And then Brian Ortega and Clay the Carpenter Guida.
Clay Guida's still alive.
Never, like, every time he comes back, I'm like, fucking Geico let him go.
I just
or
want him to
something.
win so he'll just go.
I just love that he travels in his van and supports dudism and just...
Yesterday on Instagram, he's riding his bike through the hotel.
Just coming off a spotty ass record with a win over Hatsui Hioki, then a loss to Chad Mendez, then a
But
win.
he's not consecutively losing.
Tatsuya Kawajiri, then a loss to Dennis Bermudez, then a win over Robbie Peralta, and then a loss to Thiago Tavares.
Seriously, it's fucking checkered until you get to like the 2 losses of the Gray Man.
Yeah, but look who he's losing to. He lost to Mendez.
Oh, yeah, they're
he
big- they're
lost
good
to
names.
Bermudez. I mean,
Yeah. I think he's going to take Ortega.
You got Guida in this one?
I'm going checkered.
I'm going Ortega.
Going checkered. He's not going to get that 2 losses in a row. He's got to get another green one, and then the next one will
And
get
then
the red
another
one.
red
and
one.
yeah.
Well, maybe this will be the bookend.
Oh, yeah. Start
lo-
two losses.
No, this is it.
I don't get that analogy.
All
right.
Man. And then where are we going now? To
Main
the
card.
Pay-per-view here, main card. Dustin Poirier going up against Bobby. Is it still Hood Green?
Possibly, yeah. Dustin the diamond over Bobby the Hood.
Bobby hasn't fought in a while, right?
I think did he have an issue in his last fight? I feel like the last time we talked about him, there was some kind of issue in his last fight. I don't know if he pulled out or his opponent did or something along those lines.
Lost to Edson Barbosa
Yeah,
back in
after he had-
2014.
So it's been a while since we've seen him.
Yeah, so that was
he was supposed to fight. He was supposed to fight Alaquenta. And
That's the
then he
fight
pulled
me and
out.
you went to when we saw the murder in the ring, right?
Oh yeah,
That's
a
the last
long
time we
ago.
fight. Yeah, 2 years.
He was supposed to fight. Yeah, he's supposed to fight Masvidal last April, and then he pulled out of the fight due to an injury. And then he was supposed to fight Alaquenta in July. He pulled out due to injury. So yeah, I'm definitely taking Dustin Poirier in this fight.
And his last fight was a loss up against Edson Barboza after like a 3 or 4 fight win streak. So we'll see what that 2 years off has done for him. Dan Henderson in his last fight, as of right now, up against Hector Lombard. I know how much you love the Lombard, but you love the Henderson too.
I know, man.
It's a tough
Yeah, but
decision
the
for
H
you.
bomb's not going to work here.
I don't think so. I think Lightning, aka the worst fucking nickname show weather in MMA, Lombard is.
Dude, that never caught on, right?
No, just stick with what was wrong with Lightning.
Yeah.
The
Is
fuck?
Hector the one who did show weathers?
Yeah. It was probably trademarked.
Sense. No sense at all.
Because he shows up in any weather.
Can't trademark lightning.
Like he's fucking Birdman.
Oh, if you say Birdman, you'll say that name with respect.
Like the rapper Birdman?
Yes.
Or are you talking about the basketball
I don't even
player?
want to get into it. We don't have time. But if you say Birdman, you will say it with respect.
What about all the rappers that don't say it with respect?
You better say it with respect. He went into the morning show down in L.A. and
Yeah, I know. He went on Sway's show.
Yeah.
And,
Is he
the one with
that's
the
what
ice
Sway
cream
said.
cone
Sway
tattooed
said
on his
Oh
face?
no, it was Charlemagne the God. How come I got to say it with respect, but all these other rappers, and he named them all specifically.
Yeah,
they don't say it with respect.
He was mad.
He called Birdman out. He said, "You're calling me out because I'm a DJ. You're afraid to call out the rappers."
Yep.
And I agree with Charlemagne the God.
Okay.
Birdman's
That's
got the,
Joey Bueller.
the ice cream tattooed on his face,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Right.
that Birdman,
I don't care.
not the basketball player.
From
I'm
Big
scared
Timers.
at the hell's Birdman.
Birdman
He's
dropped
show weather too, right? He shows up in any weather.
Yeah.
Like that was part of his rap.
Birdman dropped a gun on MTV Cribs. That shit was nuts, dude.
What's wrong with that?
They were walking. No, dude, it was like, oops, I was not supposed to have that on TV. Walking to an airplane, it falls out of the back of his pants, and they kick it, and it goes skidding across the concrete floor, and they pick it up, and like, oh shit.
Oh,
Don't put that on the show, but they put it on the show.
show anyway. Yeah, okay.
He'll shoot you, allegedly. Allegedly.
And you didn't want to air the drug comment that we didn't even make?
I knew you were still going to get it in.
Like, he's probably going to cut that out anyway.
Where's the unedited version?
Hey, you know what? Eric Cal from MMA News, if I'll send it to him, he might put it up on their SoundCloud. Uncut.
Controversy sells, man.
Yeah, whatever.
Max Holloway, the only UFC
Oh, wait,
fighter.
who are you taking?
Oh, wait. Shit.
I'm
man.
taking Lombard. I don't want to, but I am. I like Dan Henderson. I like this Hendo shirt. Look like a G.I. Joe logo.
I don't like agreeing with you, but I'm gonna have to agree with you on this one. I don't take Henderson in fights much. Oh well.
But
Max
I'll be rooting
Holloway-
for Henderson.
All right. Max Holloway is the only UFC fighter in UFC history to go on an 8-fight win streak and not get a title shot. He's going up against Ricardo Lamas.
So does he get one after this?
I think so. Yeah. If he wins,
All right.
or maybe this is gonna be one of those situations where it's like, oh shit, we should.
You're
probably
a
give him one
Bisping.
to win. Yeah, exactly.
Every time it counts, you suck.
So I'm gonna pick Holloway.
When somebody
this
gets
one.
injured, you'll get one.
You'll get one after 10 years.
It's like flying standby. No, you just sit right here.
You just sit right here.
you're the understudy.
Yeah.
Is what you just
right
became.
here. You're just right here.
Then we got Max Holloway. This one. Who you got?
I'm taking Max Holloway.
Dominick Cruz and Uriah Faber. Dominick Cruz, your current champion. These guys hate each other. Third time meeting.
Yeah. Did you see the bad blood thing with Anthony Bourdain?
No.
I did not.
Anthony Bourdain narrated a whole section on just Uriah Faber and Dominick Cruz. It's actually pretty interesting.
I saw it and I didn't click on it.
The more I listen to Uriah Faber talk, actually, the less I like him. And that's that says a lot because that one interview we did with Dominick Cruz, he was a dick to us for no reason.
Yeah.
He
That's
was
very
a
true.
dick to us for no reason. And ever
Complete
since then,
dick.
I've rooted against him. But now the more and more I hear Uriah talk, and I'm like, wow, I knew you were a bro, but you are so broy. And my good friend that I went to high school with, Tommy Sherkamp, like lives with him, is his manager, is his good friend. And I'm like, well, yeah, I guess it makes sense, Tommy.
What do you mean, bro, Cephas?
You were pretty broy too.
Bro Sidon.
Simmer down, bro, Hamid.
Abraham Lincoln.
I mean, we got obviously
Tim Tebow.
Bro-Obama. He's the president of the Bro Union. So Dominick Cruz, your current champion, Uriah Faber is going for the gold once again in the UFC. These guys have fought twice.
One is Uriah Faber won the first one back at WEC days.
Yep.
Dominick Cruz won the second one. Decision, which at that time watching that fight, I still think Uriah probably squeaked it out, but he ended up losing.
I don't know what to do here, man.
I honestly, for the first time in this series, I will be taking Cruz.
You'll be taking Cruz?
I'll be taking Cruz.
I want Faber to win. He's NorCal. He's from up
I
here.
do.
But damn, dude.
I mean, the thing is Uriah Faber, when he gets to a title fight, he chokes. We've seen that time and time again. Every time he gets to a title fight, he chokes.
The thing I have,
he wins every fight that's not for a title. And I like his argument where he's like, I've been out here fighting for 5 years. All he's been doing is being injured and waiting. Dominick Cruz's rebuttal, you've been out there fighting for 5 years and you still haven't touched a fucking belt? I come back on one fight and grab the belt?
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't bode well for
come on, bro.
for him at all. It's hard for me to not pick Faber, man. It really is, but I just...
Dominick Cruz's footwork.
I'm wondering
that's what's going to win the fight.
Because he's ambidextrous.
Yep.
Ambidextrous. I'm wondering if Uriah Faber's
Got the list ready?
Uriah Faber's
You know what kind of math that is? Algebra.
Bro.
Algebra.
You want to turn the grill on? Use so Afro-Brisiac.
Afro-Brisiac.
Afro-Brisiac?
Ambro-Brisiac. I can't pronounce it.
You've changed it 3 times now.
Are you ambidextrous?
I don't know. He must be an Afro-American.
Is it Abro American?
Afro.
Afro.
Afbro?
Afro.
Got it. All right. This is
Simmer
all-
down, Bill Bro Braggins.
That's the new thing now. All right. I'm going to hope that Uriah Faber's hatred for Dominick Cruz actually gets him a belt this time.
All right.
Going for the underdog in this fight.
So then he's gonna have to fight Cody, or does Uriah automatically go and fight
TJ Dillashaw.
Conor McGregor. Fuck, I don't even know, man.
Makes sense.
boxing
Makes sense.
Yeah, he's going to fight Conor McGregor in a boxing
match?
Perfect.
In a wakeboarding contest.
Yep.
Where Donald Cerrone is the judge.
On
While
poodle
riding a bull.
with poodles eating noodles.
I want to see them fight on a lake, like on a floating cage with Donald Cerrone doing riding his fucking wave runner all around and just kicking up wake on him. Awesome. Your main event's going to be your champion Luke Rockhold up against Michael Bisping, who's been chasing the title, chomping at the bit for 10 years. Always the bridesmaid, never a bride. Is that what it is?
Always.
This guy always gets eliminated in a
Title elimination.
or a
title
fight.
contendership spot.
And the only way that he's getting a title shot finally is because the real
Chris
opponent
Weidman is injured.
and just had surgery.
You think that MCL is going to come into play?
Ace is having surgery.
Bisping's trying to say he's just trying to make excuses now for when I beat him.
I don't because it's only sprained.
I think it's a head game.
Can he wear a brace?
No.
Yeah, you wear braces in there, can't you?
You can wear you can tape it like
a
Mir has.
You can do like
brace.
a neoprene brace, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it has to be small enough too. It can't be considered pants or jorts like fucking.
Can't come
what's
in
his
with
name
the
used to do.
big ass metal on each side.
What was his- yeah, he's definitely not going stone cold where he's got the big knee brace and fucking becomes the bionic redneck. Like, it's not happening.
I would pay to see that though.
Bionic redneck. That's fucking awesome.
Robo redneck.
I'm taking Luke Rockhold in this fight.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yes.
Even Michael Bisping's youngest son is taking Luke Rockhold in this fight.
We need bionic redneck versus Brobot.
Perfect. I'm Rockhold all the way. I think it ends the same way. I think he's going to get finished.
Yep. Second round.
Michael Bisping's oldest son or older son went on Reddit and posted this long, well, not really long, but this diatribe about how dad was going to win. I feel bad for the kid, man.
Having to say that?
No, because he's wrong.
Because his dad's like, please go out there and say something positive.
Let's say something positive.
Your little brother already embarrassed me on UFC Embedded and picked Rockhold.
Go say something positive about daddy. And then the son.
What's even funnier is when he turned around and asked his oldest son on Embedded, he's like, I don't want to say.
Really, I mean, it was endearing. He went out and said, Daddy's going to win. He's going to
Yeah.
shock the world, everybody. Trust me, I know my dad, and he's going to do really, really good things.
Yeah.
And then somebody called out the brother for saying Dad was going to lose, and apparently the little brother just always picks against Dad.
Always does.
Every
that's,
single
and that's
time.
what Bisbee even says, why do you always pick the other guy?
I would kick that little fucker out of my house.
Whatever. I just flick him in his nuts.
Off camera.
Yeah.
Because you can't do anything on camera.
Or like Deli Dovo the other day on Iguodala, just like reach around.
Oh. Yeah. What?
I was going for the ball. It's in my left hand.
Yeah, that's what you got to do when you got kids. You got to learn how to do the nut flick.
Yeah.
Just push him down. Just remind him that you're bigger than them. No, sit down.
Although when they hit a certain age, you're supposed to just fucking crack them one.
Yeah.
So they always remember that.
Yeah.
It's like the pit bull poodle syndrome. You know, no matter how big they get.
We hear it. Split decision don't condone smacking your kid
Or animals.
or animals. But if you have to.
You guys are dicks. All right, so we all got Rockhold in this one, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Rockhold says
Nobody likes Bisping.
I like Bisping. I'm happy that he's finally getting his title shot.
Dude, but he's not getting a
This
title
is like
shot.
this is like
That is literally a title shot.
No,
like
I
if-
mean,
this is like
but
if
it's
Joey-
not like he earned it or
Doesn't matter.
this is like if Joey's team went to the Super Bowl, the World Series, and like the NBA Finals all at the same time. He's been rooting for Michael Bisping since I've met him.
I just think the guys. I feel bad for the dude, man. He always the
And
bridesmaid,
every
never
time
the
I'm
bride.
like, nope, he doesn't deserve it because watch what happens.
Yeah, yeah.
Nope, he doesn't deserve it because watch what happens.
What if Rockhold knocks him retarded?
What if he knocks his
What
eye
if he-
fucking straight?
Yeah, like fixes it.
That's what Rockhold said he was going to do.
Yeah, it's true.
So we'll see what happens. Thanks for listening. Make sure you watch the fights tomorrow night. UFC 199 going down on pay-per-view, Fox Sports 1 and Fight Pass. And it's going to be a good one, man. Definitely one to watch. Tell your friends. You can find us where podcasts are pretty much anywhere they are at, SoundCloud
I like
or
the podcast or broadcast line. you
anywhere
used to
podcasts
use.
or broadcasts.
That's a good line. I like
That
it.
is a great line.
All right, fine, then I'll keep it. I thought it was too cliche.
No.
Anywhere podcasts or broadcasts.
Yeah, like we're scared of cliches here. Come on.
Yeah, so that's it. That's _MMA on Twitter and Instagram. Split Decision MMA Podcast on Facebook. Thanks to strongboardbalance.com. Thanks to mymmanews.com. And from the Ruloff Family Inc. Studios, it's Bueller and Dodge saying have a good night. We'll see you at the fights.
We wouldn't touch a cliche with a 10-foot pole.